Boy, me no wish them thing upon no parents. Jano, I remember, parenting does not come with a manual. So this is a trial and error thing. And the most valuable tool that we have going into parenting is from the parents that we have that raised us before we were parents. You hear me, sir? All right, that man is story tragic, but I want you to listen to the voice of the father whose daughter it was and listen to the details of what he said about his daughter. All right.
Good morning. My name is Albert Reed, father of Tony and Reed. Yes. I've been looking for Tony and she run away from last year. Don't remember the time, but she run away. And we reported to the police many times. Nobody now can see him. Nobody don't have no identity. Nobody can see him. So this morning me there run out my house. Somebody called me and say they hear that Tony and Private dead. So me I say Tony and they say yes. Me drive out and me come on. Even myself, me have to look on him good for identify say I'm my daughter. Because he fool many people. Because he change his identity, he brown out, he bleach out and he get slim. Daughter, go find her dead.
I don't know how old she is.
She's 15. 15. Next month, I come here 16 years old.
And what you heard happened? What you heard took place around here this morning?
Well, we just hear that them say they hear gunshot and then go check and the girlfriend go check and find them. Say, I'm dead father and people call out and ball out. And it's so painful, it hurt. If you really know say my daughter, when me they call for many weeks, many months, me they beg him to come home and he not come home. Last time I talked to him before Christmas and he said, Daddy, me I come home Christmas. Me I come look for you now. Me I come look for you all now. And me so one girl me daddy. He said, me come home. Me said to her, I said, Tony, and me tell you honest truth, me come home. You sit down and me a reason. Me say, me come home. Me realize what you do Tony, you can't stop me. So only thing I can do, I guide you. So come around me and if I go look for your boyfriend, make me know where they go. That means if anything happen to you, I can show up, say, I just say you went there. Me just don't want you run up and down and me know want certain things happen to you. Because you're young. You know, come back home. And he said, Daddy, me I come look for you. And I say, alright, Tony, and come home. And say, this morning, we go find her. Right, yes, sir. Right, yes, sir. So me I pass my daughter for weeks and months and I don't realize my daughter, I don't see my daughter then. And he see me and I. And in the right hand foot. I feel so, I don't know me head for my foot right now.
So the young man, is he somebody you're familiar with, the young man?
Yeah man, he have family around here. He have family around here. He have uncle, he have brother, cousin. Yeah, he not no father, he not no mother. But he live here. You understand? Yeah. I mean, if I tell my daughter one long time, me say my involved with him, I say my daughter, listen to me. Me say youth in a ranks. Don't involve with him. Stay here, you see me I say? Yeah, come here. Then say, you see me out, that's why I got school. And the man you turn up at talk. Me say, you're not supposed to see him on the road at talk to no man. School, me send you. You know, see? And the daughter run me. And end up right there, so the same youth I want him about. You understand? So, I tell my boss.
Which school she used to attend?
St. James High.
Okay. And how old she is?
15. Just 15. Little baby. Yeah, my baby. Send her to school. Oh my God, I tell you. My mother run left me. 3 of them with me. 3 of them. He left it for me. She when I got basic school and his second brother, I got basic school. I come 4 years, send her to school for months till my mother helped me. Her mother gone left me. I tell her big man, it hurt me. You know, say me call my daughter here, send my school. Me, a man, take up that responsibility there. I'm going to find my daughter in a bed, dead, with man when me talk to him about. And he not ready for money, because I'm just 15. Me tell him, me say, where you run down my daughter. Idiot if you. Just wait on time. Time the things. You know see? Just wait, man.
I hope that these young people actually pay attention to this video and actually pay attention to the situation as far as the young lady is concerned. Obviously, we've had this discussion on SouFLoTV before where we talk about raising the age of consent to 18 at least, at a minimum, as it is in the United States of America. In some states, I believe it's 16 under certain conditions. But To be considered a legal, someone who can actually make adult decisions, you have to be 18, right? And do adult things. 21 as well for other things like consumption of alcohol, etc. But in Jamaica, where the age of consent is so low, for instance, if it's 16, man start go after them girl here from them at 14, thinking, well, if me do it and me hide for the next 2 years, then by the time she has 16, we legal and everything good, and our relationship is established. The psychological effect now coming from the young lady's side or these young people's side is that when them reach 15, you can't tell them nothing, or 14, can't tell them nothing, because they're already thinking that in 2 years' time, me reach age of consent already anyway. Worse than 15, shit, in a couple of months' time, me reach age of consent already anyway. So no matter what you say mommy or daddy, me still can do what me want to do. Another thing is when them start talk about gunman and them love gunman and gunman do it better and my man a gunman and all these other things, that's actually become a subculture within our culture. There's a set of women and girls out there who like gunman, and there are female artists out here making songs to endorse this kind of a behavior. Well, no surprise there, right? Because we have man who pulling the trigger daily on children and killing babies even. Them go in a house, if you go get a man, them end up shoot the man, him woman, him baby, everybody in the house. Cross, angry, nasty, dirty, don't care, right? Anybody can dead. All the dog and the pot can get it, right? That mentality is portrayed in songs and glorified in songs. And of course, no surprise, here comes the ladies talking about a gunman them want as well. So if our artists, men who sing about gun toting, bust out man head, all these things, if we are to believe that they're influencing young minds to actually become gunmen and feel proud of it, or make those choices and feel proud of it, come on a hot foot, hot step, a hot head, all these things, then we are also to believe that the young ladies will be influenced by these female artists who are singing about their choice of man is a gunman. Me don't care what you want to say, me want a gunman. Yeah. And then the end result is pick up a gunman, and when they come to shoot him down, them shoot him down and you down when you are in his company. But see, my granny always say, young bud no know storm, you know. So them not really see too far ahead. And again, you know, the frontal lobe of the mind is not developed, where higher thinking goes on, where foresight is supposed to be in play, where seeing farther than their arms extended in front of them comes into play. They're not capable. So them live wild and them live for the moment. See a boy like a boy. Sometimes it's even the other way around. Gunman in the area takes set on the young girl, and the young girl can't really do nothing but surrender herself. Because what? She gonna tell daddy, and what's daddy gonna do? Daddy afraid of him too. So daddy, who's supposed to be her main protector, is afraid of them. See him gunman took her. Everybody in the area know him as somebody with hot, as in hot foot, hot head. Him will step over there, so go do it, right? And they've heard stories floating around about what he's involved in, etc. So daddy know if he keep his distance as well, even though he wants to rescue and protect his daughter. Now, when them man they approach them young ladies here, sometimes this is what the young ladies want, and sometimes it's not, but they surrender regardless, because them want to be able to walk the community where they live and walk the streets without being bothered. Some of them see it as them have somebody that can protect them. Some of them just like the hype that goes with the life, because them youth here, they're not somebody that has to be to bed by 9 p.m. because they have to wake up at 6 a.m. to be at work by 7 a.m. to clock in and start working. They're not on anybody's books. They don't have anything productive, progressive going on in that manner. Them not run no business anywhere, legal business anyway. And you know, again, Granny always said, devil find work for idle hands. So they get involved in other things. So these young ladies, they kind of enjoy the whole sitting around all day with somebody who can, you know, give them all the attention that they crave or need with their daddy issues. Also give them trinkets from their spoils. When them rob somebody, them can give her money if you go get hair done with some what they call expensive weave, or them can put her in some name brand or some nice clothes, which parents probably can't afford the things them that they can afford. and that they're blinded, they don't see the end approaching them at full speed. So them live it out quickly and die young, right? I hope some other young people are actually paying attention to this whole thing that went down with this young lady. Now, taken from the Jamaica Star, it says that the police were alerted this morning to a home in St. James where the bodies of a young girl who was said to be missing from last year and a man were found. What I didn't like about this article is everybody know who the man is, but when they print the article, nobody printed his age. However, and nobody gave a picture of him, but everybody in the community know him. However, they gave a picture of the victim, and I still can't understand why they always print the victim picture and not nobody else. So he was a victim himself though in this particular case. But word of mouth is that is him them come for and she get catch. As you can hear, her father said he heard in the streets what this guy was about, and he had warned his daughter before to stay away from the boy there. Only if I find out say is around there she was, and she did end up with the same boy, right? Deceased are 15-year-old Tony Ann Reed and a youth named O'Shane Spence, otherwise called Private. We don't know how old Private is. It is reported that about 2 a.m. gunmen entered Spence's Roehampton district home where he and Tony Ann were in bed. So the man in bed with a 15-year-old, you know. And the news media won't release the damn man age. I don't know if my fear see him age 15 as well. I heard the father said he knows him from this area. Him know him have brother, him have uncle. Him not have no mother, no father though. A wayward child. Probably in need of guidance. Probably hurting because of circumstances why he ends up with no parents at whatever age he is, etc., etc. And, you know, him out here doing his thing, as we say in a country, a bata fi survive. So him there a bata fi survive, and for some reason got caught with this young girl, she got caught up with him, and now bodies are found in bed. And it's reported that about 2 a.m. gunmen entered Spence's Roehampton district home where he and Tony Ann were in bed. Several shots were fired, and the two were later discovered dead, both suffering from several gunshot wounds. Them just full up the two of them a gunshot. The police says that Spence has been under their radar for some time, and Reed's father, who came to the scene, indicated that he had been trying to locate her since last year. He explained that while he and his daughter communicated that she did not disclose her exact location to him where she was staying. And I'm 15-year-old and I'm going to negotiate with her about come home. You are 15. Me are your father. Me drag you by your ass and carry you go to the house. And then if you can't abide by that, then we're going to have you placed in an institution for wayward children until you can get yourself together. But we give up too easily on our children. I don't want to rub salt in the wound and act like the father failed, because I heard a part of his story where he said that the mother left, just get up and left him with 3 picnic. And I know people are thinking, yeah, this don't really happen. It happens a lot. Okay? That's why sometimes when I hear people talk foolishness about man, I don't even pay them no mind much. Because I know a lot of women out there who damage their children and damage their relationship and all that for all different kind of reasons. The same reasons men do. They're cheating. They got bored. They find somebody more exciting. They feel like they have spent their lives doing what they don't want to, and them just reach a place where them feel like my time now, so I left you with the picnic them and go live my life. And whatever the case may be, maybe he was even abusing her in the house and she say, you know what, you keep the picnic them, I gone about my business, can't take this no more. Whatever the case is. But children are left by their moms with their dads all the time. And there are a lot of single dads out there that are going through the same. So don't think that it is a one-off thing and it don't really happen. So kudos to him for taking on the responsibility and for working to provide for his children. The man said him even comb him picnic here for go to school and dress her and these things when the mother left for months and months until his own mom stepped in to help him with the children. So what does that tell you? That tells you that he cared very much about his daughter. He never threw her out when time the mom left. He didn't turn them over to somebody else to raise them. He said, I'm going to raise my children as a single father. And he was doing it. And then she reached teenage years. And you know how teenagers go, right? She reached, especially teenage girls, she reached teenage years and she start bucking. When she start bucking the rules, here it goes. She leave, she run where she find man. That's what she wants to pursue. Her father tried to talk her out of it. Even got to the point where he said, listen, I realize I can't stop you from doing what you do, but I still want you to come home then. You know, it's like telling your daughter, and you start take man, I know young age you have to come out of my house. And then you find out that she is, but you love her so much. You say, you know what? I don't want you to go out there and people kill you out there. So still come home. If you want to visit your boyfriend, then I will accommodate that as well, right? The dad bent the rules that much to accommodate her, and she still left. That means she never wanted the home. She wanted to be up under who she was with. And subsequently, she died for it. I hope somebody else in this age group, yeah, pay attention and know that this is real. All right. Big up on yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Another sad story, but that's how life go. And the most that we can do as people is learn from others' mistakes and then teach others as well, so we can see if we can save somebody from going down the path of sorrow here once more. All right, I'll catch you on the next video. Leave your comments in the comment section below and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up or every time we upload a new update to one of the stories that we have covered before right here on SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.